Have you ever added multiple spaces or line breaks to your HTML code, only to see just one single space appear on your web page? It can be a little surprising when your careful formatting seems to disappear. The collapsing whitespace rule is not always applied across the board in HTML, though it is a fundamental behavior you will encounter frequently. It is designed to make web content easier to read and manage, but certain situations and specific coding choices can change its behavior. This rule primarily affects sequences of whitespace characters like spaces, tabs, and line breaks within and between inline elements, or directly within block-level text content. For the most part, the browser simplifies multiple consecutive whitespace characters into a single space character when rendering the page. This is because HTML is primarily concerned with the logical structure of content, not its precise visual presentation. However, this rule does not apply to text within certain specific HTML tags, such as the pre-tag, which is short for preformatted text, or elements styled with particular CSS properties like whitespace pre. The pre-tag instructs the browser to preserve all whitespace and line breaks exactly as they are typed in the source code, which is often used for displaying code snippets or a SCII art. Similarly, setting the CSS whitespace property to a value like pre or pre-wrap on any element will override the default collapsing behavior for that element's content. To manage whitespace effectively, you can employ various HTML and CSS techniques. For instance, to ensure text wraps correctly while preserving internal spaces, you might use the non-breaking space HTML entity, written as &NBSP:. This entity forces a space that will not collapse or break into a new line. Another approach is to use the CSS whitespace property on elements where you need more precise control. Setting whitespace to pre-line, for example, will collapse multiple spaces but preserve line breaks. For situations requiring full preservation of all whitespace, the whitespace pre-property is ideal. Understanding these nuances allows you to meticulously craft your web page layouts. Knowing that the pre-tag is perfect for displaying code exactly as written, or that the CSS whitespace pre-wrap property lets text wrap naturally while preserving all manual spacing, are powerful tools. These specific controls give you the flexibility to display content precisely as intended, moving beyond the default browser behaviors. Mastering the collapsing whitespace rule and its exceptions gives you greater control over your web page design and presentation. It helps you prevent unexpected layout issues and ensures your content appears exactly as you envision it. This knowledge empowers you to confidently structure your text, improving both readability and visual accuracy for your users.